Hello and welcome back. Today we are doing a mod called the My People mod or the Clones mod. Now, for today I tried to change my skin, but it wouldn't let me, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Anyway, so basically what this mod does, there are many things that it does. And I don't have the crafting recipes because it would just take too long for me to show you everything. So, but I'll show you what everything does and stuff like that, yeah. So, basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna want a needle, which is crafted like this. And we're gonna want a empty test tube, which is crafted like this or this. And basically, if we want to clone, I'll show you how to clone ourselves first. So, you just use the use button, whatever that is. Stupid brain. No, must not show it to you yet. Ah, great, here it comes. Okay. No! Ha, you didn't see it, okay. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is press the use button with our needle. It'll take a little bit of our blood. Now, if we're in survival mode, it'll give us nausea, slowness, and I forgot what the other effect was. But, yeah. So, now what we're going to want to do is we're going to put the human blood, which we just take from ourselves, into the test tube. But now this is contaminated. Now we're going to get the contaminated one, and we're going to throw it in this little sterilizer. So, how to work the sterilizer, we put a little piece of netherrack down, we get a flint and steel, and then we put the sterilizer on top of the fire, and then we put water in it, and then you just throw it in there, and it does that for a couple seconds. Now, the human blood doesn't do anything yet, so we're going to want to put it in the centrifuge. We're gonna, with some coal, and we're just gonna let it spin. That's gonna take a while. And, sorry if I sniffle or cough. I've got a cold. So, this awesome thing, actually, does stuff. And everything here has some cool animations and stuff. Jack, get off me. Anyway, here's our cleaned needle because we put it in the sterilizer, so now it's just going to be called a needle again. Empty needle, I guess. Now, we actually are going to use that little, we're going to use a contaminated one to our advantage. So when I show you how to do a little special thing at the end, we're going to have to use that to our advantage. Yeah, and it'll show its little progress bar down here too. I'm also going to show you what happens when you take another mob's blood. And, you can see they've got a slowness or something. They had an effect. Now we've got creeper blood. We're gonna take another test tube. Gonna put it in there. Jack, stop. And now that this is contaminated, we're gonna put it in the sterilizer again. Jack, seriously, stop. Jack is my dog, for those of you who don't know. Acting like I got food. And after this human blood is done in the centrifuge, Jack, lay down. Now we've got the separated human blood. Now we can start to do things. And the creeper blood, let's just do the same thing. And so now what we want to do, if we want to make a clone of ourselves, is put the separated human blood back into the empty needle. We're going to put the contaminated empty test tube in there. And now, this is where the magic happens. So we're gonna need an egg, and that'll be it. Now this egg, the way we do anything with it, is we wanna put it in the crafting table, anywhere in the crafting table, and get an empty egg. I'm just gonna grab a sword for later. Yeah. And now that we have this empty egg, we're gonna put the empty egg and this dude, and then we'll get an unactivated human spawn egg. And now we put our contaminated empty needle in there again. Now what we're gonna do with this unactivated human spawn egg, well, this is already charged up, so yeah, because of the lightning. And so basically this little life transmogrifier is gonna be what we need, and this antenna. Now what we're gonna do with the antenna is you want to build it as far up as you can, and then you're just, this requires a rainstorm, so you want to build it in somewhere that can actually have rain instead of snow. Yeah, so no tundra biomes or anything. Now, since we do not have that much time to wait for that, let's just turn rain on. And as you can see, we've already got a lightning bolt. Now that'll come down in this little blue thing down there, and that'll happen. If you heard that little sound, and it'll give us that little thing. Now that it has charged, this is where the magic happens. Yeah, I did the morph mod earlier. And if you have that mod installed and you kill a clone, you turn into a pig. I don't know why, but you turn into a pig. So now that we've got charges, we're gonna make this unactivated human spawn egg a regular human spawn egg, and it's gonna take some charges. And now we just throw it down. And now you can name it any freaking skin person's name in the entire book. So I'm that, and then my best friend is that. Wait, no. Underscore bro. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So you can do a lot of stuff with this guy. You can farm, you can make him mine, you can make him follow you. I'm gonna go ahead and turn follow on. And yeah, all of this stuff. And yeah. Oh, and the special thing at the end, I'll tell you later, because then it'll spoil it. And now that we've got our separated creeper blood, we're gonna want to do the same thing. Exact same thing. We're gonna put our contaminated empty bottle in there. We're gonna get an egg. We're gonna put the egg in here, get an empty egg, put the creeper DNA, and then we'll get an unactivated creeper egg. And then we put it in here. It'll take a little bit of a charge. Now we've got a creeper spawn egg. And I believe you can throw these. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. So now you've got a throwable way of spawning every single mob. It's Super Craft Bros. Yeah. It's all like that. Alright, creeper, go away. Now that we've done that, here's where the actual magic happens. Just guard position. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so now that we've got empty needles and empty test tube, get that empty needle so we can get a contaminated needle. And we get the human blood. We put it in here with an empty test tube. Now we put the test tube, we get a contaminated empty test tube. Now this is very neat. Now, depending on what you want, like if you would like to teleport without ender pearls, I really like the idea of teleporting without ender pearls. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds pretty cool. I've actually tried this once. So we're gonna want an Enderman egg if we want to teleport, because that's one of their traits. We get an Enderman. We stab him with our empty needle. We've got our Enderman blood. Now, this DNA sequencer. Oh, wait. Yeah. I've got to spin it. Come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, I gotta spin this. Decontaminate that. And now I'm a pig again. Wow. Thanks, Morph Mod. I didn't ask to be a pig. There's our empty needle. Come on. So, this thing, we're gonna need a piece of paper for that, the DNA sequencer. Because, basically, what we're gonna do with this DNA sequencer, we're gonna copy the Enderman's traits off of the separated Enderman blood, basically onto this piece of paper. And now this piece of paper is gonna be used for the gene extractor. Now this is where the mad science happens. This is where the actual experiments happen. And this is where everything goes wrong. Now, after you've done everything, you spun this, you've got the separated the DNA bud, you've got the little Enderman slave, you put a contaminated needle or test tube there, you put the same separated blood needle as the piece of paper, which in there. So Enderman blood, Enderman paper. Then you get a bunch of empty test tubes here and a bunch of empty test tubes there. You get a bunch of coal there. And this thing is the longest. It takes the longest to do anything with. Now, so after you've done all this, just want to put that into there. We've got our contaminated empty test tube, which I'm going to go ahead and put in there. Now that we've got our separated Enderman blood, we just put it in there. Now this is going to happen. This is like the only thing that doesn't have an animation. Literally, the only thing. Yeah. And when this is done, we're gonna get the Enderman paper that looks like this. Just wait. Oh yeah, and you can also use this as a regular egg, because you can just spam everything. It's the creeper chicken egg, yeah. Sorry about the lag. I think I just froze, yeah. Yeah, I should probably turn that down to normal. Oh god. I'm lagging. Ah, there we go. I think the sequencer is done. Nah. Still going. Anyway, so I'm gonna skip to when this is done. And okay guys, I am back and it is done. It has made this needle a contaminated needle, and it is giving me the Enderman DNA data. Now what we're going to do with this Enderman DNA data is we're going to put it in here. We've already got our contaminated test tube, which is what we need, and if we take it out, it will say contaminated item is missing. So I'm going to take everything out, and you're going to see exactly what it says. So I put the contaminated DNA sample is missing, which is this thing. We put that in. Now I need the sequence data. Now we need 2 tubes in theirs. And if we actually want to be able to give ourselves the gene of teleportation, we're going to need the mutated mutating bacteria test tube thing, and to get that we're gonna have to put our test tube in there, right there. It doesn't say you need it, but if you want to get the genes and all, you have to put it there. Now we're gonna just put this coal in there, and as you can see, it'll start to inch forwards very slowly. Once it gets to here, that'll begin. Then once this gets to the DNA data, the Enderman DNA sample thing right here will travel from here to there, and then it will take about 30 seconds for it to start inching forwards, and then that's going to take a very long time. Yeah, so I'll be back when it does finish. So yeah, welcome back, and this has been done. Yeah. It takes away everything except for the gene data. You can use these infinitely. And it gives you back contaminated needle, empty test tube, and see, since I put the little empty test tube into there, it gave me the mutating bacteria. And here's the teleport gene and the aggressive gene. Now, you can basically do a lot of stuff with these, but you must have the mutating bacteria. The bacteria goes on the left. This can go, I guess, anywhere. Nope, it has to be here. Huh. Oh, it's contaminated, that's why. I'm gonna grab a needle, and I'm gonna put it here. I think anything can be anywhere, yeah. So now we've got the teleport gene here. Now, about the teleport gene, you can stab yourself by pressing the use button, or you can stab something else. But whatever you do, do not give it to your clone. You give it to your clone. I've tried it before. He basically, the clone just explodes. I would have proof, but I got rid of it. It was it kind of blew up right here. You can see that this river isn't completely man-made, isn't completely nature-made, because it doesn't look right. It's too symmetrical, and non-rough-sided. It's just, you know, cause my clone blew up, cause I gave him the mutation serum teleport. Yeah. So, I was kind of confused at first about what this did. I never went on the mod forums, but I saw this little teleport thing. I put it to L shift, and once I found out what it did and what I had to do, I basically got everything, did this exact same thing, and I pressed used. Now, if you do not like the serums that you put in yourself, you can kill yourself, but every time you log out and log back in, you will have every single serum that you've ever given yourself again. It's just impossible to get rid of. You can't even drink Milk Bucket. It still does everything. Now, you can just press the teleport button and you're an Enderman. And the Morph mod, this goes great with the Morph mod Enderman, because Enderman in the Morph mod, they basically can't teleport in the Morph mod. There's nothing new that you get except the size that you are. Now, yeah, so, I can't get up here, so I'm just gonna teleport. Yep. I'm gonna teleport over to that tree. Did I not go all the way? No, I didn't. Go over there. What the... Ah, here we are. Here we are. Now, about the antenna. Obviously, you're gonna wanna put the antenna over a large body of water. You probably know why. If you know about fall damage, because you're gonna put it high enough so that if you fall, you die, but you want a body of water so you don't die. If you're picking up what I'm saying. Oh yeah, and the serum, it's not because I'm an Enderman that I have these particles. Well, I've seen Enderman particles come out of me before after I've drank this serum. See, I get Enderman particles right there. Yeah. So, turning into an Enderman, teleporting over here. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, thanks for watching. I just had a mind fart. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and I will have the Skydaz link to download this and automatically install in the description, as well as the mod forums page in the description. And thank you all for watching this. I hope you remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.